Are these two pot stocks worth watching? These marijuana stocks could be considered more stable than others. When investors look for stability in the market, marijuana stocks are not usually the first place they start searching. Despite this, there have been a few leading pot stocks to watch that are showing greater stability than many others. This includes both ancillary pot stocks and more pure play ones as well. Companies like Scotts Miracle-Gro Inc. and Brinks Co. are a great place to start, but these two companies cannot fully be considered pot stocks. Rather, there are some companies that deal more in the cannabis industry than others that are showing greater levels of stability. Now, this in no way implies that these pot stocks will stay that way. We all know that the cannabis industry is known to be quite volatile, and this volatility seems to always be hiding somewhere. For now, however, these two pot stocks to watch look like they could be interesting choices for some keen investors. A gardening supply marijuana stock. Grow Generation Corp is not truly a marijuana stock, but it does have a larger part in the industry. For quite some time, Grow Generation stock has benefited from the increase in global cannabis demand. As a provider of gardening supplies aimed directly at cannabis growth, Grow Generation Corp stock has been able to grow alongside the cannabis industry. Although it is in some ways a pot stock, the company has shown the stability of a much more stable investment. Over the past 6 consecutive quarters, Grow Generation stock has reported sales growth north of 120% each time. This includes some quarters where that number was as high as 199%. For this reason, Grow Generation stock has continued to grow substantially in the past few years. Currently, Grow Generation has around 28 stores in the US where it sells its products. But by the end of next year, the company states that it plans to push that number to as much as 50 stores. Another non-pot stock to watch. GW Pharmaceuticals Inc. is another one of the leading non-pot stocks to watch. While other pharmaceutical pot stocks like Corbus Pharmaceuticals Inc. have shown a great deal of growth, GW Pharmaceutical stock remains at the top of the charts. Its main pharmaceutical, a drug known as Epidiolex, has sold as much as $115 million in the first quarter of this year. Within that number, roughly $105 million was sold to the US. The drug, which treats rare forms of epilepsy, has been a lifesaver for those who have tried everything else. In addition, the company has received a great deal of approval from many governmental bodies around the world. Right now, GW Pharmaceutical stock is benefiting from the potential of getting its drugs legalized in more areas around the world. The company states that the European market is still largely untapped in this regard. With this, investors should continue to pay attention to GW Pharmaceutical stock.